In this video, I'll speak about the modal verbs can, must, may, and how we use them to speak about the present and the future. Let's start with the verb can. Repeat after me. You can buy bread at the baker's. We have some time. We can go shopping. Mike can speak English very well. In the first two sentences, you can buy bread at the baker's, and we have some time, we can go shopping. The verb can is used to express possibility, and in the third sentence, it's used to express natural ability. So, let's paraphrase these sentences to understand what possibility is and what a natural ability is. You can buy bread at the baker's is the same as it is possible for you to buy bread at the baker's. And Mike can speak English very well is the same as Mike has an ability to speak English very well. Repeat after me. You can go home now. Can I take this book? In the first sentence, the verb can is used to express permission. And in the second question, we are asking for permission. What is permission? Let's paraphrase again. You can go home now is the same as you are allowed to go home now. Can I take this book? Has the same meaning as am I allowed to take this book? Or do you allow me to take this book? Repeat after me. Can you close the door, please? Can you do it for me, please? In these questions, the verb can indicates polite request, and we come across this meaning only in questions. So, what is polite request? Can you close the door, please? Is the equivalent of close the door, please. Can you do it for me, please? In the same manner, we can say, do it for me, please. Stop, you cannot enter. You can't leave the shop without paying. We use the negative form of the modal verb can to express a ban. When we ban something, we tell other people what they are not allowed to do. For example, stop, you cannot enter. Or, stop, you are not allowed to enter. You can't leave the shop without paying is the same as you are not allowed to leave the shop without paying. So, let's go over the meanings of the verb can to speak about the present and the future. Possibility. You can buy bread at the baker's. Natural ability. Mike can speak English very well. Permission. You can go home now. A polite request in questions. Can you close the door, please? And a ban in negative sentences. Stop, you cannot enter. The modal verb must. Repeat after me. I have a lot of work. I must go. You must finish this work today. The verb must indicates necessity. What is necessity? The sentence I have a lot of work, I must go has the same meaning as I have a lot of work, it's necessary for me to go. You must finish this work today, or you can say it's necessary for you to finish this work today. If you want really good shopping, you must visit Oxford Street. In this sentence, the verb must is used to express a strong recommendation. It is easy to understand what a strong recommendation is. Instead of if you want really good shopping, you must visit Oxford Street, you can say, if you want really good shopping, I recommend you to visit Oxford Street. The modal verb must also indicates supposition. Repeat after me. You must be very tired. Mary must know the address. Ask her. Let's look at more examples to understand the meaning of supposition. You must be very tired is the same as I think you are very tired. Mary must know the address. Ask her. Or you can say I think Mary knows the address. Ask her. Like the verb can, the modal verb must is also used to express a ban in negative sentences, but in this case it's more a personal prohibition. Let's look at some examples. Repeat after me. Stop, you must not enter. You mustn't leave the shop without paying. So here is the summary of all the meanings of the verb must to speak about the present and the future. Necessity. I have a lot of work. I must go. A strong recommendation. If you want really good shopping, you must visit Oxford Street. Supposition. You must be very tired. A ban in negative sentences. Stop, you must not enter. The modal verb may. In its meaning, the modal verb may is quite similar to the verb can. It's also used to speak about possibility. For example, we have some time, we may go shopping. We need to go, or we may be late. May is also used when we speak about permission or when we ask for permission, in the same manner as the verb can. Repeat after me. You may go home now. May I take this book? Like the verb must, we use the verb may to speak about supposition, but we use may when we are less sure than when we use the verb must. For example, you may be very tired. Mary may know the address, ask her. In the same meaning of supposition, we use the verb might, but it's less formal than may. For example, you might be very tired. Mary might know the address, ask her. And as well as the verbs can and must, may indicates a ban in negative sentences, but it's more formal than can and must. For example, stop, you may not enter. You may not stay here. Let's review the situations when we use all three modal verbs to speak about the present and the future. Can is used to express possibility. You can buy bread at the baker's. A natural ability. Mike can speak English very well. Permission. You can go home now. Polite request and questions. Can you close the door, please? A ban in negative sentences. Stop, you cannot enter. We use must to express necessity. I have a lot of work, I must go. A strong recommendation. If you want really good shopping, you must visit Oxford Street. Supposition. You must be very tired. A ban in negative sentences. Stop, you must not enter. The modal verb may indicates possibility. We have some time. We may go shopping. Permission. You may go home now. Alongside with the verb might, it's used to express supposition. You may be tired. You might be tired. And a formal ban in negative sentences. Stop. You may not enter. So, the verbs can, must and may are called modal verbs because they give additional meaning to the main verb, such as possibility, necessity, permission, supposition, and others. So how do we use the modal verbs in a sentence? Repeat after me. He can go shopping tomorrow. As you can see, in the positive sentence, the modal verb can takes the second place. So, in the positive sentence, number 1 is the subject, he. Number 2 is a modal verb, can, must or may, and number 3 is the main verb without to, plus the object. He can go shopping tomorrow. He must go shopping tomorrow. He may go shopping tomorrow. There are some special rules about modal verbs. The first one, never add s or es when you want to talk about the present with he, she or it. There is only one correct variant. He can go shopping tomorrow. The variant he can't go shopping tomorrow is not correct. So, no s or es with the verb can, may, must after he, she, it. He can, he may, he must. She can, she may, she must. It can, it may, it must. Only in this way. Another rule is that you can't add s or es to the main verb. So you can't say he can goes shopping tomorrow. This variant is not possible. So no s or es with the main verb after he, she, it. When you talk about the present, he can go, he may go, he must go. She can go, she may go, she must go. It can go, it may go, it must go. Only these variants. One more rule. No ing with the main verb after modal verbs. The variant he can going shopping tomorrow is not possible. And you cannot use the to infinitive after modal verbs. You cannot say he can to go shopping tomorrow. It's a mistake. And now let's look how to make questions with modal verbs. To do this, we'll take the phrase he can go shopping tomorrow and make a question. And the question is, can he go shopping tomorrow? As you can see, it's very easy to make a question with a modal verb. You just need to put number 2 before number 1. Put a modal verb before the subject. Repeat after me. Can he go shopping tomorrow? Must he go shopping tomorrow? May he go shopping tomorrow? More special rules about modal verbs. The correct variant of the question is, can he go shopping tomorrow? We never use auxiliary verbs do or does with modal verbs in questions, so you cannot say, does he can go shopping tomorrow? And we never use the forms of the verb to be is, am, are with modal verbs in questions, so you cannot say, is he can go shopping tomorrow? It's impossible. So there is only one correct way to make a question with a modal verb. Put it before the subject. Repeat after me. Can I go shopping? May I go shopping? Must he go shopping? Can we go shopping? There is one special thing about the verb must in questions. The question "must I go shopping" sounds very strong. It's like really a question about an obligation to do something. When you just want to know if it's necessary or not to go shopping, you will say, "Do I need to go shopping?" or "Do I have to go shopping?" These variants are much softer. So in real life, we more often say, "Do I need to go shopping?" or "Do I have to go shopping?" How to make negative sentences with modal verbs. Repeat after me. He cannot go shopping tomorrow. As you see, to make a negative sentence, you just need to put the word not after a modal verb. Repeat after me. He cannot go shopping tomorrow. He must not go shopping tomorrow. He may not go shopping tomorrow. Modal verbs in negative sentences have short forms. Repeat after me. Cannot, can't, or can't. Can't is the American way to pronounce it, and can't is the British way to pronounce it. Once again, cannot, can't, or can't. Must not, mustn't. And may not doesn't have the short form. And again, a few words about special rules. He cannot go shopping tomorrow, or he can't go shopping tomorrow. Only these two variants are correct. It's impossible to say he does not can go shopping tomorrow or he doesn't can go shopping tomorrow because we don't use the auxiliaries do or does in negative sentences with modal verbs. Please remember about that. And in the same way, it's not possible to say he is not can go shopping tomorrow or he isn't can go shopping tomorrow. You can only say I can't go, I mustn't go, I may not go. Or you can't go, you mustn't go, you may not go, and so on. There is one more important thing about the negative form of the verb must. When you're saying he must not go shopping tomorrow, you express a ban. You're saying that he's not allowed to go shopping tomorrow. But if you want to say that something is not necessary, you say does not need to do something or doesn't have to do something. For example, he does not need to go shopping tomorrow, or he does not have to go shopping tomorrow. In this way, you are saying it's not necessary for him to go shopping tomorrow.